Welcome to Talking Over You with Sarah Sturm
and Hannah Sturm.
Here we go.
If you're gonna be an asshole, at
Be
least
funny.
At least be funny. I thought it was a mancoon.
We need to have like a real athlete on here. It makes me consider different careers every time I have to pee in my chamois.
Hi. We're not in España.
You're not?
No.
Oh.
We're in Andorra.
You look like you're in Spain. You look like a little bullfighter.
A contador.
Yeah.
Is that what they're?
I don't think a matador.
Contador is a cyclist.
Nailed it.
It's also the name of Judd's cat.
Is it?
Yeah, he named him Contador.
Oh, it wasn't the bean?
And the other one is Jelly.
Jelly?
Or
the bean?
Jelly Roll. Or no, that was his nickname. Anyway.
You're far away from your mic. I can't hear you as well.
We're in Andorra.
Or you just turned it down. Okay, where's Andorra? Where's Andorra?
I also didn't know this. It is basically Spain. It's like this little weird country that also like speaks Catalan, which is that weird mixture of like Spanish, French. Like they say merci, but also gracias.
Gracias.
Sort of. But then if you speak Spanish to them, they look at you like you're an asshole.
Really?
And you're like, I know that you know what I'm saying.
Worse than if you spoke English?
I think so. It really just depends on where you are. Like I tried to like order like some meat from a butcher in Spanish, like Mexican Spanish, which definitely sounds different than Spain Spanish.
Yeah.
But he spoke Catalan and he was like, just pointed at like the American like pink hot dog and he was like, you want this one? You dumb American bitch. It's like, no.
You want a
No, I don't want the
kosher
yucky
dog.
poo-poo hot dog. Okay. Super excited. I'm just going to give the little thank you to our sponsor before we forget. Our advertiser, Garmin. Once again, thank you so much for partnering with the Talking Over You podcast and bringing you this high quality international podcast episode today. Just quick, like, shout out to Garmin. Oh no,
might as well use it now.
But I just think it's fun to highlight the product. I brought with me my 1040 Solar, which is like the bigger head unit that I think it's worth the extra weight for me because I really like to have a very large screen to see a lot of the map. But also I really love this computer because I didn't actually even charge it. Oh, no, I did charge it before the race, but I hadn't charged it before I left, and I didn't charge it for the whole week we were here ahead of the race, and the solar, because it's a solar head unit, it shows me, like, on one of the screens, it'll say, like, how much battery you gain per ride, and it's sunny as hell here, because we're basically in New Mexico, where we are in Spain, and it's really sunny, and so, anyway, it charged itself, and it's a great product when you're traveling and you have like 5,000 cords and you don't need to use it. So yay. Thank you, Garmin, for this episode and for the Edge 1040 Solar, which powered my race. No, just kidding. Powered my head unit. Phew. Okay.
Woo. Yeah, you had a race.
Yeah.
Oh, and our studios look a little different. We're in different places.
Yeah. We're in different countries.
Honestly, basically the same. We both have the same.
We have a frame.
We have frames behind us.
We just we just left our Airbnb that we've been at all week in basically the farmland of this region in Spain.
That looked so cool.
It was awesome. There was just one bummer, which was there was some sad animal things.
Oh, it looked like happy animal things.
Yeah, I'm just really sensitive, I think.
I know.
But yeah, there was a pig with a hernia. So I was like, oh, Well, like he shows us, to our Airbnb, and we're in like beautiful. I mean, we bought a bunch of olive oil from this place. Yes. Yeah, it was awesome. Like I almost don't want to tell people where it is because like it was really inexpensive. And
gatekeep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna gatekeep the hell out of it. But I mean, people could easily figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome. We were like we were like in this little like stone house that looks like a little mini castle in this tiny town. And the towns are funny. They're all just like, I only saw cats really in any of these towns. There were like no people. There were just cats.
Perfect.
And we had a pig with a hernia and a sad dog. And baby goats.
I don't want to hear about the sad dog, actually.
No,
I was just going to ask about it, and I really don't want to know.
Looking up, like, animal welfare numbers this morning.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
okay,
so if anyone wants to adopt Winston,
he looks so cute.
Oh, he was so sweet. And the people who took care of him were, like, really amazing. So I talked to them and cried at them.
Okay.
It's a great morning. But then we drove here, and now we're in Andorra because we wanted to come here. A lot of pro road racers live here because it's kind of, I mean, it's in Europe, so they're close to a lot of the races, but they also like, what's the tax thing?
Tax haven.
It's a tax haven. So
what does that mean?
Flat tax. So it's like the taxes are always the same no matter what.
The taxes are always the same no matter what. So like they can make bajillions of dollars in the world tour and then they don't have to pay any taxes because they live in Andorra and a lot of people can move here. And it's beautiful. It kind of looks like Switzerland. It kind of has like Aspeny Whistler vibes. What do you keep looking at?
I'm looking at Apple. She's just sitting here and staring at me. We like moved a little rug right here and now she just sits on it and just looks at us from the table.
Well, you're gonna have to ignore her.
She moved. She left. It's
I just saw you going.
Well, she was looking at. I'm just waiting for her to start grumping at me, just going. She didn't though.
She just wants her moment on the pod.
She does.
But yeah, so there's like it's like a very, very rich cyclists here
because they don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah, totally. But it's also like a crazy place to train. Like. This is where Sepp lives, but Roscoe was telling me that he'll go on like a 60-mile ride and there'll be like 15,000 feet of climbing and it's just like switchbacks. It's sort of like Ouray, like if you lived in Ouray.
Sure. Switzerland of America.
But yeah.
How many people live there? What's the population?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't ask me that shit. I found the hotel.
And you have the peanut gallery in the back. I can hear them.
Yeah, they're just
Who do you
typing.
have?
We have Alex Roscoe is a guest host and Dylan Stuckey.
Guest host.
Another guest host.
Fact checker. Calling you out on your shit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Yeah, big week.
Yeah. So you just finished your race yesterday? I don't know. Time is weird.
Yesterday.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I love when you race overseas and I wake up and already just get to know what the result is. I actually woke up to Lily sending a WhatsApp saying, congratulations. So I was like, great, she did well. This is perfect. Now all I have to do is figure out how well.
I was wondering, because what time was it? I guess we
woke
started
up at like
early.
7 and it was done.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. I mean, there's 8 hours difference, so.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it was only like a 5.5-hour race.
Short.
But yeah, it was great. I was so nervous. I was like really.
Why?
I think this is a weird thing with racing that I really haven't figured out because like too many races and you just get like your body starts declining and you can kind of get like mentally and physically really fatigued like if you do too many in a row. But then also if you wait too long between the races, the nerves just build. And like I don't race a ton, but like the races I do are kind of big ones and so they have a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And I also put pressure on myself. But then like when you wait too long to like it had been over a month since I raced Core 4 was my last race. And so you're just like training and I was like sick and then you have international. There was just like a lot of question marks of like, I don't know. And I had like some questionable training days leading up where I was like, oh no, this is not going to be great. But you just kind of have to like put it all out of your mind because the tickets are booked and you're there. So, but sometimes it's a great motivator because like during the race, like when at the crucial moment where I was like, this, I don't like this right now. I was like, nope, we flew all the way here. Just got to suffer it out a little bit longer.
Like it took a lot to be here. I better be here.
Essentially, my entire day was just being chased. Like, my neck is sore from looking over my shoulder so many times.
Could you see anyone? Like, at any point, could you? Ugh.
No, and they weren't giving us splits. And I later found out that they were doing that on purpose. Like, they were like, we knew. And I was like,
who?
Are you kidding me?
Who's we?
Should I do just a quick race recap so there's, like, context to anything we talk about?
Yeah, I want to hear. I don't necessarily want to do a quick one. I actually am curious about because I
just never know if it's boring. Well, I guess you'll tell me.
I'll let you know. I feel like other people have a higher threshold for what's boring than I do. So,
let's see. Yeah.
Okay, so the race
is called Ranxo Gravel, which Ranxo I guess is a type of stew that they have there. That none of us actually ate any of because we're dummies. But they had it at the race.
What kind of stew is it?
I don't know. What kind of stew is it? We had it last year. It kind of tasted like a chicken noodle matzo ball mix.
Love that.
Yeah, it was great. I think it had like little dumpling things in it. It was good. But so yeah, Ranxo Gravel is the Gravel Earth. It's part of the Gravel Earth series. And so to be considered in that series, you have to race. They call it the last dance. And you have to
save the last dance.
You have to race it to be considered in the overall, or you could just race it. It used to also be a UCI race. It's also really close to Girona, so which is another hub of like lots of pro. Dylan just shows.
What do you keep looking at?
The loudest thing he could possibly eat.
I did hear it. Was it chips?
No.
Hannah did hear it.
No.
It's a rice cake.
A rice cake.
So yeah, there's a great pro field. I mean, it was a pretty competitive race on the men and the women's side. But yeah, so like for a lot of the girls from Europe who I raced gravel with, it was like their last big race. And yeah, so we raced yesterday, and Rosa won. And I mean, she had a pretty sizable lead. Caro got second. Nope, sorry. Morgan got second in the overall. No, in the overall. I was thinking.
Overall. Oh wait, are you talking about? Wait, talk about the. Are you talking about the race or overall gravel?
No one cares about the overall. The overall was like
I'm curious
a sweet
about
little
that
bonus.
too, but yeah,
well,
great.
I say no one cares because no one could actually figure out how any of the points worked.
No one cares because I wasn't in it.
No, actually, Dylan, like the second day we were in Spain, I was like, oh, I wonder how. Like, I was like, maybe I'll do some of the calculations, and Dylan was like figuring it all out, and he's like, okay, so the best you could do in the overall, if you win, he was like, you could maybe get third. And I was like, ooh, I didn't want to know that information.
Actually, not helpful for me.
Actually, that's not super motivating. And I was like,
just
well,
why do we even tell me if I win, I could get first.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have to win by a lot.
But then it's like one of those funny, it's sort of like the Grand Prix. Like the athletes all care a lot about the overall standings because I mean it's a payday for us, but then it's like the fans don't really give a shit and sponsors don't care as much either. So anyway, the race itself, Rosa won, Morgan got second, and I got third. And yeah, it was awesome. The race profile is really interesting. It's sort of like it's a really dynamic course, which is unusual for gravel races, especially in the US. Like they're usually like in the Midwest, like Unbound is pretty boring. I mean, the racing makes it interesting, but the course itself, not super. Yeah, it's corn. But this one is cool. You start with this like right away. They like basically say go and you race up this like 20-minute climb, and that ended up being the deciding factor in our race.
Really?
Like, yeah, that's where we all got away, and then we just like didn't see anyone else the whole day. So we were just being chased the whole day. And we just had no idea. And then I separated from the group, and then Morgan separated. So the three of us were all separate, and we had no idea where anyone was. And so for the last 25 miles, I was just like, ugh, if I get past for the podium in the last 10 miles, I'm going to be so bummed.
Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't watching. How far apart were you? Like, was the person fourth close?
We were asking like people, like the motos and the like camera people following us. We were like, what are the splits? And they're like, we don't know. And it ended up being, we had like, our gap was growing. So like we started with like 2 minutes and then it grew to like, I think even around 5. But then at that point, that's when Rosa and Morgan attacked. When they attacked me. They attacked me.
They attacked you?
They attacked me. No, they were just like,
really
this girl
rude.
sucks at the flat sections. And they were like, they were super smart. I mean, they could see I was a strong climber, but I was not as good in the flat. And I'm also like 4 feet shorter than them.
I was going to say little tiny legs.
Little tiny legs.
You do look
I got little legs.
tiny next
They
to
didn't wait
people.
for me. And I like
little bitty baby.
I kind of messed up this descent. There was like this really loose descent and I hit this like hole of dust and I just kind of had like a little wobble and then I got gapped out from them. And then I saw them look and I was like, no. And then it was really
back
smart.
at you or look at each other to like
both.
look where?
I mean, they looked back
What was
and
the
saw
look?
that I had a gap. And
Yeah.
then they are friends and they train together and Rosa told me afterwards too. She was like, I told Morgan we need to go now because we need to get rid of you. And I was like, yeah, it's a good, and it was like slightly downhill on this like flat. It was like the thing I hate the most, which is like a hard pedally slight downhill. And it was a headwind. And so when you're alone, when you're isolated in a headwind, it's really a huge disadvantage to the, like if you're alone, that's a huge disadvantage. But then if you have a tailwind, it can really help you. So always attack into a tailwind. Hot tip, kids.
Wow.
Yeah, but ask me how many times I know where the wind is fucking coming from. It's like 10% of the time because you're also like creating wind. You're like, I don't know. I just look at the grass on the side and see which way it's blowing. I mean, if it's
your head's just
if it's a gnarly headwind, you can usually feel it. But yeah. So then they got away from me, and I was like, no, because I had I still had like 30 miles, so I rode 30 miles alone, just being chased. But then it was like a weird mental exercise because I was like, no, don't think about being chased. Try to focus on catching them.
Chasing. Don't be chased. Go chase. Chase.
Be the predator, not the prey.
There you go.
Some shit like
Even
that.
though you're both.
I was both the whole day. It was a really uncomfortable day, honestly. And my quads are sore.
Wow, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. But the course is really cool and dynamic. It kind of like, there are these bits of like really technical single track with like rock. It honestly looks like northern New Mexico in that region. Huh. Yeah, it's really cool. It's like very like arid, desert-y. And this year was really dusty. But it was cool. There was like a part that looks like the Lion King, kind of like
what part?
Big. It was like the middle part.
What part of the Lion King?
A middle part. Oh. A side part.
Side part of the Lion King.
Oh, the part of Lion King. I mean, any of the like savannah
okay.
scenes.
The
honestly,
banyan
it reminded.
trees?
Well,
Banyan
actually,
trees?
you know,
Is that
the
what those are
scary. They are. The scary hyena scene with like all those like black trees.
Yeah.
There was actually this like old this area with a burn. Was the burn from this year? No. I love having a peanut gallery. They're like the fact checkers. And I also
you don't have to just lie through your
information.
teeth.
Yeah. Just guess my way through this podcast. It's about us.
The burn was from this year. It just happened. It honestly was still burning.
It was still burning. But it was fun. We stayed with Griffin, our friend from college. He won the race last year. He had kind of an upset tummy this year, so bummer. Yeah, but it was good. It was honestly like, on the way to the race though, I was like extremely nervous. I hate like having to drive to a start of a race. Like I usually like to just like ride there, but we were the first ones there. No one had even set up yet. Like we beat all of this, but we weren't there that early. Like
Really?
it's Spain, so everyone's just like, yeah, they got there like 45 minutes before the start.
Okay. Even the Americans who were racing were later?
No, the other Americans were there. Like, actually, one of the girls, her name is Hannah. She was like, am I early to line up? And she was like, it's 10 minutes to the start. And I was like,
did
no.
I actually miss the race? Is it tomorrow?
This was the race I almost missed last year. Because I thought they said 10 minutes to the start, but it was like 3. And I like went to the car. I lived my reoccurring nightmare. Which is my stress dream, which is like, I have missed the start of the race, but then all the things that I'm looking for, I have the sensation of searching for things, but then the thing I'm searching for is in all these different locked cars. And then the race is happening. That's my stress. It's a reoccurring, it's the same dream. Sometimes Magali makes an appearance because I think it was from cyclocross.
Yeah, did you have like did something happen?
I think that's when I learned a hard lesson. I didn't miss a race, but I messed up getting to a race with enough time to like look at the course. So I like didn't.
Have you ever missed a race?
No, but I almost missed Ranxo last year. Damn. Like Dylan was stressed. It's actually
well, no wonder you were there early,
Dylan. Yeah, so we were there. We were there early last year too. I just went
to
the car to get my gloves.
Do you guys talk in the car on your way?
Oh yeah, I was saying that I was maybe gonna do a different profession.
Yeah, that's your
where
move.
My nerves were. Yeah. And Roscoe was like, maybe we just minimize the stress before, like, we'll do fewer, photo shoot things. And I was like, I don't think that's what's going on.
Yeah. Does that stuff stress you out?
No, it actually relieves stress. Like,
yeah. It probably helps to have Roscoe there too, to have like a third person other than just like
a buffer.
You and your partner. Yeah. A buffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's in the room, so maybe you can't say what it's actually like. Wink if
just wink.
Yeah, wink if he's actually not helpful. Those guys certainly won't watch this.
No, he listens. Dylan definitely has not listened to a single podcast.
No,
because he lives it. But no, it was good. I definitely was like so nervous. Like I was even telling G ahead. I was like, I'm really nervous for this. And it's like the thing.
I like that you posted that picture of you and G, who I've never seen before, but you guys were sitting and you're like, look, we're the same height when we're sitting. And I was like, no, you're not. Not even a little bit.
No. I even
really
sat up and I was like, our torsos are the same.
Nope. You were like a full head shorter. But so close.
So close. I know. I honestly, I think most short people could probably relate to this, but I like forget that I am the size that I am until I see some of these photos. Like I was like looking at the photos of me with like Rosa and Morgan. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like so much smaller than them, like shorter. And it didn't even occur to me during the race, but like seeing photos, I'm like in a different hemisphere than they are.
You do,
which is advantageous sort of to me until there's a flat section.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's harder for them to get down low enough behind me to be aero. Oh, I
like they can't actually draft off of you.
No, they can't. It's hard.
Really?
Yeah, totally. It's a huge advantage in some ways for me. But then it sucks when G and I are trying to like work together. It really sucks for G. So then like when I'm in front, when we're working together, I like make a point to like sit up as much as I can. I know it sucks for her. Sorry, G.
For group projects, they're like, oh no, we got stuck with the short
I got the
one.
shitty partner.
We got the little shrimp again.
I don't want the shrimp.
I don't want the shrimpy girl. She's a little.
Oh my God, but I'm so relieved that is like, I was excited for it, but like sometimes like your nerves and the pressure really take over the excitement. And then you're like, you just question everything. You're like, oh my God, I dragged all these people here. And what if I do a bad job or like have another flat tire? Like that really sucked last year. That really sucked. But yeah, it was, when I crossed the line, I was just so relieved in so many different ways. I was just like really relieved that it was like a solid result, like a result that I was proud of.
That probably feels great.
Yeah, I made a couple mistakes for sure, as one does. But also, like, it's cool because like the level of competition here is to the point now that you can't really make a mistake. It's professional racing. Like you can't make a mistake without,
consequences.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And that's not to say that you can't like make mistakes and not win. Like there's been, I mean, the year that Rosa won Unbound, she crashed herself out and flatted and caught back to us and won the sprint. So like it can happen. It's just, harder. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're here. Dylan's race starts on Wednesday. And
Dylan's racing.
He's racing. I know. I'm so much less helpful than he is.
I'm so curious to hear. Yeah, I mean, I imagine next week when you'll have a lot to say about what the differences between being crew and being the one who's actually racing.
Yeah, I already know the answer of that.
You hate it. You're bad at it.
I'm bad. I just know I'm a good cheerer. No, Roscoe and I are gonna try to go like take some photos during some of the stages. But yeah, it's great.
What's he doing?
He's doing an enduro called the Trans Nomad.
Go ahead and tell my people what enduro is. Because, like, I totally know, but just, like, tell it for that, for them.
Yeah, Hannah totally knows what... Oh, boy. Here's Sarah trying to explain enduros.
I want to hear you, explain enduro with those guys in the background.
Actually, when I was racing... quote, air quotes, racing enduros. When I did a few enduros, I was trying to explain it to Mom, and her text back was, "Oh, wow, so they timed the parts that you're bad at."
Well, go ahead and give us some, I don't know what that means, Mom. But okay.
Okay, so an enduro it's basically like a really gnarly mountain bike ride. And you have to ride, and it's broken up into stages. So it's like one big lap or something, or like a bunch of different trails at like a bike park or something. But you have to ride to the start of each stage. So you have to have some fitness because you have to pedal your bike. And oftentimes, like the transfer stages, like the time that it takes to get from one stage to the next could be like a few hours of climbing, or like, so it's basically like really good mountain bikers. Like they're very gravity oriented. So like downhillers do really well, but like historically, like downhillers are just so focused on the descents that they don't like pedaling very much. So it's sort of like downhill with pedaling. So was that the way you're looking at me, that was a bad description.
Well, no, the part that I don't understand is the part, so then the timed part, like,
so then they only time these different segments, which are,
so then what does it matter if you're like a bad pedaler if you're not getting timed?
You have to
still have to get there?
Time cuts. Yeah. So in some races they have so if you're like taking all day and lollygagging to get to the start of the next stage. Like, Dylan, how many stages are in a normal enduro?
Well, like usually like 6 or 7 in a day.
And how long
in a day? Take? 6 or 7 in a day?
Yeah.
Between like 7 and 20 minutes.
Whoa, did you hear my stomach?
Was that your stomach? I thought something just powered down.
I felt it. I could feel it in my throat.
Ooh, the mic really picked that up. Don't fart on camera. Oh my God. That was crazy.
Oh my God. Sorry. How long do they take?
7 to 20 minutes. I heard him say that.
Okay, 7 to 20 minutes.
So the stages
themselves are short, but they're all like really technical descending.
So but it's not a race to get to the stage. You just have to get there under a certain amount of time.
Yes, correct.
Like, is somebody like Dylan ever like, I'm getting close to like not making it to the next stage? Like, is that like, are they like really tight? Is it tight?
Dylan, are you ever nervous about not making it to the next stage within the time cut?
They only do like time cutoffs at Enduro World Series races.
They only do time cutoffs at EWS, Enduro World Series.
Like give Dylan the headphones and the mic. I know. This is no longer for you.
I just know, like, I've done one EWS in New Zealand, and the only thing that got me, like, I finished it.
EWS is Enduro World Series.
Yep.
Got it.
But the only reason I finished it was because I was fit. Like, I was a fast pedaler. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made But I was
Yeah,
taking
is there a time cutoff for the downhill parts?
No, there aren't. But they just assume that all these people can get down, but not me.
Did you walk
Running
down?
with my bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're hard. Like they're long days. Like he'll be out there for like 6 to 8 hours. Like, and then it's a 5-day race. So they just take your cumulative time, and whoever has the lowest time.
So is he like racing? Like what's his level of like
I mean
racing?
Not super intense. I mean, he's really good. Like oftentimes he'll be in the top, bunch without, I don't know. I've never seen him get like, he doesn't get like nervous like I get nervous, but he'll get like a little nervy before he drops in. But yeah, I think these sorts of the like Trans Nomad, Trans New Zealand, Trans BC, those races, like they're multi-day enduros. They're honestly like a really cool, challenging way to like see a bunch of sick trails that you don't have to like go and you get to meet a bunch of people. They're usually very international, and like he's gonna get to go ride on. I mean, Dylan pretty much just cares about riding like cool trails. He doesn't really care about the result, so I think he's stoked.
Seems like summer camp.
Yeah,
like
it's
scary summer camp.
It's like scary summer camp for sure.
Yeah. And so then what are you going to do the whole time?
I don't know. I'm going to go get my nails done.
Are you? Oh my God.
I think so, but I broke these two, so I just have these. I have some claws.
Ew.
I knew you were going to say that. But like, oh my God, I do have the one thing that I wrote down on my list. So I had a sinus infection, or I've had one.
Did it end up becoming a sinus infection?
Yeah, it's not great. But anyway, so I did one of those ear candles. Have you ever done those before we left?
No, I haven't done one, but I know what you're talking about.
God. Well, apparently
aren't they like not actually a thing?
Total bullshit. Yeah,
okay.
It was on fire in my ear, and I was like looking up like the science behind it, and it's like a total pseudoscience. Like there's no actually proof that they do anything. If anything, they make it bad because like the wax from the candle can drip into your ear canal and burn the fuck out of you.
I don't understand what it's even doing. Like it's creating a suction. Supposedly
a suction and like warms your ear canal, so like it sucks all the earwax and gunk out of it. Anyway, I don't know. I don't
Sounds fun. Honestly, I feel like I'd really like it.
It is just a funny, weird. So I was doing an ear candle. Anyway, fast forward. The next day, we're on a plane. We're on our international flight, and I bring my little like reusable Ziploc bag thing of snacks, and I like got these like they're like little seaweed nori miso wrap things, like those sticks. They're like an alternative to like beef jerky for those of us who don't eat cured meats. And I was like snacking on one, and I had gotten them for us on our other trip earlier this year, our other international flight, and Dylan did not like them. But I offered him one. I was like, do you want one of these? And he was like, ew, no, I'm good. And he was I like bit into it, and I think they taste good. They taste a little bit like seaweed and sort of smell like it too. And he just looks over, and I was like, are you sure? And he's like, it looks like you're eating an ear candle.
I thought you were going to say you like mixed them up and you accidentally put like the other ear candle in there and you took a little chomp into it.
No. It made me laugh so hard though, because it did look like an ear candle, like the miso.
Gross. Wait, so did it pull out a bunch of wax?
Well, I think that's their marketing thing. Like they just know that humans are gross, and we all just want to see. So you like cut the little candle open, and like there's all this wax in it. But isn't it a candle?
So isn't it just candle wax?
That's the thing. It's like impossible to know. Like there's not like a ton of wax. I don't know. Try one.
I think we should do one. I still would like to do that.
See, and this is how they sell them. It's a pyramid scheme. But I think it made my ears worse. And then I got I also have a sinus infection. But there was also like a lot of hay at there. I don't know. Who knows? These are the things that like race week, you're just like, oh, I have to just ignore this because there's nothing I can do about it.
That's good that you're just ignoring all the cues that your body's giving you. I wonder if there's some unlearning that has to happen after being a professional cyclist or professional athlete of like how to like retrain your brain to actually listen to body cues and be like, oh, I need to.
I think we know the body cues. There's just like, it's sort of like,
well, you just push through them.
I'm
all
sure
the time.
like actors and actresses have the same, or like any job that like requires like performance at a specific time and day, you know, like at a certain point, like if you're willing and able-bodied, you kind of just have to like override the system a little bit. But then the rest of the time you're sort of like spent like maybe over-analyzing how you're feeling, because you have to be like super aware of like I'm very aware of like jet lag now, but I have learned a lot of like how to book international travel to like avoid jet lag as much as
all right, let's hear it.
Okay. Well, I only know it if you're going to Europe. So like when we went to Africa, I was like, I don't know, this is like 2 European flights in a row. But basically we look for a flight that is as close to, because like you want to leave at your like as close to like your bedtime as possible. Like you want to get on your international flight late enough, but early enough, because it's only like an 8 or 9 hour flight for us. And so like because you want to sleep on the plane as much as you can. And then you want to land with enough, like you're going to land like in the morning ish, but you want to try to push it as close to like actual like the evening in Europe as possible, because you're going to be like really, really tired when you get in, because you're 8 hours ahead when you land. And so you'll be landing kind of at like 2 a.m. Wait, is that right? I don't know. Or late at night.
You want to leave at nighttime? Yeah, I'm like, boy, this is really hard. Okay,
basically, you just want to sleep as much as you can on the flight, and then don't go to sleep when you land.
Yeah,
like people mess up by taking a nap. You want to like land, drink a coffee, because you want to like try to like acclimate to like the time as quickly as possible. So then like when it's like, I try to actually push my bedtime out, because like basically what happens is like people will like make it to like 8 or 9 p.m. in Europe when they've like landed, and then they like are awake at like 4 a.m. and cannot go back to bed. So like sometimes I think if you like push it a little further, like go to bed later, like 10 p.m., then you
once you're there
push through a little bit longer. But ultimately, like the first 2 days, I just know that I'm going to be awake at 2 to 4 a.m., like anywhere in there. And you're just kind of like awake. Sometimes like your digestive system kicks in and you're like, hey, ready to go. And then the place that we were staying had a rooster. Yeah, exactly. And then it was just all over. But yeah, it's just
what was all over?
Not the poop.
And then the poop was just
it's
all
just
over.
all over from there. Like once you're up, it's really hard to like fall back asleep.
Oh yeah,
because you're just
so like, now you feel not jet lagged at all.
Yeah. Well, the rule of thumb is usually like it takes like the number of hours that your flight is, or like the time difference. It takes that many days. So
like 8 hours, 8 days.
Yeah, but
how long have you been there?
We've been here a week now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah,
then that checks
but we're
out.
fine. We're good. It's all good. But it is crazy, like the time thing, and I think it's easier to fly back from Europe back to the U.S. Like racing for Europeans is just easier. That's always been the like Americans' excuse.
Really?
They don't do. I don't know. Not really, but
I was gonna say the clock works both ways.
We have big news in Durango. Mountain bike world champs are coming to Durango in 2030. Which is a big deal.
That feels really far away.
It is. Like, I know. That's also what I thought. I was like, oh my God, we have to wait till
why are we talking about this now?
I bet some people are like going to not retire. Like I bet some like American, I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Like I wonder if like, I bet that affected some American racers' plans. Like.
So this is mountain bike?
Yeah.
Like you won't be racing in this? You won't be racing in this?
No. God, no.
Don't care.
We'll be cheering.
Ooh, it'll probably be fun.
Are you kidding? 2030? I don't know what I'm doing next year.
I don't know what I'm doing next week.
Yeah.
Damn,
no,
2030.
It's cool because it's like, yeah, international. I mean,
Where's it going to be?
It's going to be at Purgatory.
Okay.
For a minute, they were going to maybe have it in Horse Gulch, like where Dylan did Derby. But yeah, it's
cool.
a big deal. Because like the first ever world champs, mountain bike world champs, were in Durango in 1990.
I feel like we talked about that.
We did.
How? Look at that.
We
We
were
were
wild. We're really
on top of it. Sports podcast.
Did I miss anything in the U.S.? Good news only.
Oh, nope. Then we got nothing. Good news. Nope. None. None good news. But,
Great.
You know, big things happening over here. Jeff made croutons and I made hair gel. Oh my gosh. So you know, like
You made hair gel?
Yes. Can I go grab it for you? Because you really don't
hair
get
gel's like 99 cents.
not curly. Like when you have curly hair, it's a whole thing.
Okay,
And you know, I've been
tell
like,
me because I've never had curly
great, I will.
hair.
Well, no, like it's a thing between like the protein and the moisture balance and like trying to figure this out. And like if one of them is like, if you have too much protein in your hair, then it's like straw and weird and crispy and strange. And if you have too much moisture, see, it's a whole thing. And so like recently I've been like, God.
Wait, what is too much moisture?
Moisture is like, it feels like wet, like wool. Like it's like gummy. It feels like gummy and strange. It's a thing. I promise you it's a thing. Like,
Okay.
So I've been dealing with like weird hair, like my hair just like hasn't been like what it normally is, which is like curly and fun. And like, honestly, I like came up in therapy. I was like, this is part of my identity. So the other day,
Well,
it's
don't
weird.
shave your head.
I won't. That was my like takeaway is I was like, I like having hair. So the other day I was like, you know what? I'm going to try just like making my own hair gel. I have to go get it and show you because I'm at home and I might as well. I made it out of flax. So you can use just like, you can boil flax seeds.
Oh, I've seen this.
I'm going to go grab it. I want you to see it.
Show us the gel.
I have to stick my hand in it too. Like you don't even get the full.
Did you strain the flax seeds out?
Yeah, through a sock. I was just like mad scientist, just
She's
like
back
boiling
on TikTok.
The craziest thing is like this. I've known about this for a long time. Okay, so like,
That's
is that not the
gel.
most?
How do you put that in
Look
your
at
hair?
this.
It's like, oh, we can't put this on the internet, Hannah.
Isn't that the most disgusting thing you've ever seen? I mean,
We're gonna get canceled.
Well, no, I'll go ahead and give Lily two options of what she wants at it. One, wow, it looks just like snot. Number two, what it actually looks like, that's a jar of jizz. That's a jar full of jizz.
We can't.
Well, she can edit it however she wants.
It is a jar full of bugs.
And now I have it just like on my hands. I'm just going to put it in my hair. It works so well.
Okay,
my
so
hair is fixed.
what's the recipe?
You do like a quarter, you have like 2 cups of water to like a quarter cup of flaxseed. And you're supposed to use whole flaxseed, but all I had was ground flaxseed. It was fine. I think it probably works better. It just like is easier to strain.
You don't have little flecks of flax in there?
No, surprisingly, like the sock that I used worked really well.
What kind of sock?
But then you just like boil it for like 10 minutes, like stirring all the time. And then you just like strain it through a sock. And you can't tell because my hair is in braids right now because I just went to the gym and whatever. I didn't want to deal with it. But fixed. My hair is absolutely fixed.
Damn,
so,
maybe
I'm
I
jazzed.
could have avoided shaving my head.
You honestly, it works so well because it doesn't make it crunchy. It just is like,
wow,
it's really good.
Can't wait.
Mom was in town and I was showing it to her and I was like, guess what I used to make this? And so she was like touching it and doing stuff. And she was like, God, it's kind of gross. And she was like, can I taste it? And I was like, do you want to? Like, what about this makes you want to put it in your mouth? And that's a whole different thing.
Nope.
No.
No.
Jeff was out of town. Huh?
I forgot Mom was in town.
Just for a night. We just went out to dinner with.
That's fun.
With her and Mike, which was honestly great. It's like, family's in town. Let's go to the boathouse. Yeah.
Lovely.
Well, next time you come to Mancus, we can also do that.
I'm in. Oh,
great. What?
I think you should give. Are you reading any good books? I feel like we should talk more about the shop.
Oh, we don't have to, but speaking of taxes, I had a really annoying business owner week this week. One, I'm dealing with tariffs because we get like great like pens and pencil and stationery and stuff from
Japanese
Japan.
Ones?
And I just got hit with a big old tariff bill, so that's fun. And then
How much?
just found out. It was like 45% of the order, which is insane. I have to call them and figure out if that's actually correct.
That's crazy.
Anyway, the other
great pens,
thing.
though.
This is so not interesting at all. But speaking of taxes, we just found out that the system we use for like POS, piece of shit, hasn't been charging our city tax for a month and a half. So we have to now do it manually, first of all, and then it just back owe a bunch from our basically out of pocket. It's so annoying. Yeah. So I've been trying to deal with them and can't get a hold of it. So it's been really fun over here.
So we're never going to do swag, because the one time that I've sold swag on my website, the tax thing is...
No, you can totally do it. It just, I don't know, something glitched in their system and it just shut off city tax.
No.
So annoying. Yeah. So it's been really fun. But what am I reading? I just finished last night. I finished a book called True Biz. And that one was fun because I used to be a sign language interpreter, and it was all about a deaf residential school. And that one was, that's why I signed it, because that's a thing. And in deaf culture, true biz means for real, I'm going to be honest, right? It's standing on business. True biz.
How does sign language slang evolve?
Sign language is
long enough that you don't know any of the new...
Oh, definitely not. I don't know any of it.
Have you tried to listen to younger generation? It sounds
6-7. Do you know 6-7? What that means?
Oh no, but I guess now I understand the reference to something I saw. It was someone took a photo and they're it was 67. It was a picture of a football game, and there was number 6, number 7, and then in between them further away was number 67, and it was 6-7. The score was 6-7.
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
a thing.
Oh, that's interesting. So
I've even
has deeper meaning. What does it mean?
I don't think there's actually any meaning. I think it just was some sports person was this is probably not accurate. Are you looking it up right now? Whoa, what?
A bear went through our fence, Dylan.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was gonna look
sorry,
it up.
was I boring you?
No, you weren't, but I was gonna... This is why we can't... Dylan just sent the laughing emoji. Look! That's a hole the size of a bear through our fence.
Who sent that to you?
Into our backyard. Our neighbor.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hope they ate all the apples.
Oh, the apples. I think that's why you're supposed to get rid of the apples. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm kind of happy because, the bears have been, starving.
Except for fences are really expensive.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's okay. We don't have to talk about it. Ugh, that sucks. At least Norman wasn't there.
Not that he would have done anything. He doesn't ever wake up when there's a bear.
He doesn't?
No, it's crazy. He'll bark at me and Dylan when we come home, but then if there's a bear in the yard, silent, sleeping.
Yeah. Anyway, 6-7.
I'm sorry.
It's a thing. There was a sports person who was giving an after sports talk and said something about 6-7, and then it became a meme, and then it just has. And then so now school teachers, anytime you're turn to page 67, the whole class goes 6-7. It's
oh my god. Oh, being a teacher would be so rough.
So yeah,
shout out to teachers.
Yeah, shout out teachers. Sign language slang, I'm sure, has changed so much, and because sign languages are natural languages, it's not it all develops naturally. So it's just spoken English or spoken French or anything like that. So it's just
there's so many more opportunities though, because gestures are so much more expressive.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
Wow.
I mean, even just not even slang, just signs in general, certain signs in general are they make so much sense. They're so creative and such a cool way to convey information. I mean, it's a whole language full of its own syntax and grammar. And I'm just talking about American Sign Language, but there's there's so many cool. Like,
That's
I mean,
cool.
there's like the one that everyone knows, which is like bullshit. That looks like a bullshitting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's bullshit. But like, they're little ones like.
See, this is
El
encouraging
Paso.
people to watch.
Yeah,
Watch the
right.
podcast.
You can watch
the
this
visual
either
podcast on Spotify,
or
you know,
so, like,
one of our 4 viewers on YouTube.
on YouTube. Actually, I don't really want people to look at YouTube. Seems like a scary place that I don't want to exist.
I think I've decided that YouTube. I think YouTube is for the boys, and Instagram.
TikTok is for the girls.
TikTok is for the girlies.
Wait,
So don't
one
find
more
us
cool.
on either of those platforms,
Yeah,
but we are on Apple and Spotify.
One more cool sign thing that I remember that I loved was El Paso. You know, like the place El Paso. The sign for it is this.
El Paso's
It's literally an L that passes an O. So like on one hand you have an L and on the other one you have an O, and it's El Paso.
in sign language.
I don't know. I hope it's the same. I don't know if it's changed, but
they're impressed.
and that's pretty much all I got. Apple gets to go get her stitches out today, so hopefully she doesn't have to get sedated. We'll see how that goes.
Oof.
Oh,
I hope
she heard
Norman's
her
okay.
name. Hello.
I have less sympathy for how sad Norman looks now after staying a week at the farmhouse with a farm dog.
Oh, yeah. Norman's
Winston.
fine.
Norman's fine.
Our dogs are so well taken care of.
I saw this TikTok that was like all the subtle signs that you're an American traveling in Europe without like clothing and stuff. And
naked Americans?
Yeah, naked. Yeah, the naked ones. That's how you know they're American. Oh no, now I'm going to have to recall. How you eat with a fork. Like a lot of Americans will just eat just with the fork and like cut things with the fork in their dominant hand. But then most European and like a lot of American, do you disagree?
I mean, unless it's something that needs to be cut, then you use a knife and you switch hands.
Right, but like, sure. But are you like, how often do you feel like in a meal you're picking up your knife and your fork at the same time?
Well, if I'm honest, if I'm eating at home, I'm typically just using my hands.
Okay, that was another one.
I'm a disgusting eater.
French fries and hamburgers are eaten with our hands, but in Europe, you eat a hamburger with your fork and knife.
You eat French fries with your fork?
I don't know.
Okay. Because I'm not.
But you cut things. Like I often cut things. Like we had a burrata salad for lunch, and I was cutting the burrata with. I mean, we cut the like one cut of burrata with the big one to like bleh. And then the rest of the burrata I'm cutting with my fork. So that's a sign.
I see.
American.
Okay. Got it. Yep.
I hate when people immediately like see us and they're like, "Hello, how can I help you?" And I was like, "I haven't even said anything to you. How the fuck do you know?"
You should
I'm
travel with
American?
Mom. Mom looks really European because she's got like a cool like gray mohawk and like is like super stylish and got like great jewelry. Just like. And so people like when we were in Spain, people were definitely speaking in Spanish to her, and I was like, "Oh fuck." So you should go with you and Mom. Honestly, the two of you look European.
I feel like I don't look European, but I do
What
get
are the other
irritated. Walking while drinking something or walking and eating at the same time, and that's a big one. Like when I was in Japan, that is a no go. Like, do not.
I just thought. I thought
that was another sign. No,
I mean, it's not far off from stupid. I just thought of another book that I'm reading that I love.
Oh, tell us.
I think
it's a memoir. To share more books. What?
Okay, fine.
Sorry,
well, I've been in the. Yeah, go ahead. Well, share it. Do it then.
Say it already. Spit it out.
It's a memoir. Jeff Hiller. He was. Did you watch Somebody Somewhere? Somebody Somewhere. Is that what it's called?
Oh wait, yes, the podcast.
Oh God. Nope. It's a show. It's
about the girls podcasting.
Nope. No, that's has another stupid name.
Dumb name. I hate it.
Nobody Anywhere. I don't know. I don't know what it's actually called.
Oh, I was like, yeah, that one.
Mom was like, oh, you mean the one with the hot rabbi? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this is different. It's about like this woman, I can't remember, maybe Bridget Everett or something like that. I don't know if that's her name, the actress, but she plays this woman who's like in her 40s, moves back to her like hometown of like Ohio or something in the Midwest, and then becomes friends with this guy played by Jeff Hiller, who's like also in his 40s and is like this church going like gay guy. And they just are like kind of these misfits and they become friends. And it's the most beautiful, subtle, like, funny, but like so deep and wonderful. This show. Anyway, great show. So Jeff Hiller wrote a memoir, and it is funny and really sweet. And I love him. And if you listen to books, it's a great listen.
Okay.
And then I'm listening to another memoir that's really good, but I want to finish that.
Oh, you're in a memoir phase.
Yeah, I am. I'm having a hard time with fiction right now. So that's where I'm at. That's what I got with books.
I made a funny joke and you didn't hear of it.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said memoir of a geisha.
Oh, funny. You're right. That was a funny joke.
Cool. You're so mean. Oh my god. G came up to me and the first, like, because we haven't seen each other since Core 4 Gravel, and she was like, your sister's so funny. I think you're a big hit for the Dutch. Really direct.
Because I'm really straightforward.
Are you just gonna sign our whole podcast? Is this straightforward?
It is. It's like straight. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad that Hannah's now going to do sign language for our podcast.
Jeff started doing this thing. I mean, I just talk with my hands and always have, even before I knew how to sign or do anything. And Jeff does this thing when I'm doing it a lot where he just watches my hands while I'm trying to tell him a story. And it just quietly calls me out.
Yeah,
it's really mean.
Good, Jeff.
Yeah, I hate it.
Good, Jeff. I had something funny I was going to share and I can't remember.
Are you going to go shopping?
Yeah. Actually, no, because the dollar is terrible and everything is basically twice as much in Europe now.
Boo.
Yeah, but I'll still shop. I mean,
you'll still go shop.
We're gonna go to Barcelona and probably do a massive haul of nothing. Go to the car.
Well, send me
store.
cute stuff. I want things.
Yeah, actually,
things and stuff.
It's just really fun to be in new places. And
yeah.
I'm just excited that I don't have to have race nerves anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was pretty stressed about that one. But for you, I just, like, the end of the season is weird because, like, I feel like racers can relate to this, but, like, if you haven't had, like, the season and results that you've wanted, you start feeling like you're running out of time to get a good one in, which is kind of a bummer. But then, like, I don't know, it just, like, it brings up, racing is just hard. It's just really emotional. Like, I was reading through one of the girls who, there's a lot of Americans who actually live in Girona and have for a long time, but she is an American but lives in Europe, and she did the race, and she was saying that how disappointed she was because she, like, kind of changed up her training scene, and because she wasn't really happy, but then she was like, I was going to try doing these things more and these things less. And she's like, and so last year I had this result at Rancho, and then this year I fell way short of that result from last year. And she was like, I feel like I failed big time because, like, I have a side-by-side comparison. But I was telling Roscoe, I was like, man, it's crazy to, like, read what someone else has written about themselves being, you know, disappointed in their performance. Because I read that and I'm like, oh, well, progress isn't linear. Like, you might be on, you know, the right path. But, like, I was like, I'm just going to say, like, you know, progress isn't linear. And people have said that to me too. And, like, you know, and I said, I'm going to tell you the thing that people tell me and I don't listen to, but, like, don't be so hard on yourself. Because, like, to me, sitting here, I'm like, oh, it's so clear. Like, she's just being, like, really hard on herself. And, like, I get that it sucks to, like, have a bad result, but it's not necessarily a reflection on, you know, you not doing the things correctly or in the right way. It's just, like, I don't know, sometimes you just have shitty races or shitty months or bad seasons. Like, sometimes it's just, like, a whole season of just crap and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, but, like, if you're smart about how you're thinking about things and who you're talking to and, like, the mental aspect, like, that's just, like, a different kind of training. Like, you're just training your brain then to, like, figure out how to deal with, like, disappointment and all these other things, which then makes you stronger, like, mentally, which I assume makes you just a stronger athlete in general. So it's just a different type of training, but not as fun. Does not seem as fun. Like, of course, it's like not as fun to get, like, shitty results in anything that you're doing. Yeah. It's harder and it sucks.
Yeah, I think at any level, if you're winning all the races, I mean, no one gets a perfect season, that's for sure. And like, I mean, like Sophia, you know, she was going to come out for Ranxo Gravel, but I think she ended up bailing on it. Like she wanted to go for like a double win at like the Gravel Earth overall and the Grand Prix, which is, it's really hard to do that because like if you live in Europe, you can focus on Gravel Earth. If you live in the US, you can, you know, focus on Grand Prix, and it's really hard to mix and match and do them both. But she ended up, she did end up skipping Rancho to focus on Lifetime Grand Prix. And she's like, everyone is just it's just really hard, and nothing is known. There's lots of question marks. And yeah, it's just challenging because, I mean, you're also just like, you're judging yourself and then you're awarded this, you know, result at the end of an effort. And like, it's unlike any other job I've had where I'm normally like rewarded for the work that I put in. Other than school, I really sucked at tests. Like, well, that
and
felt
even like in
similar.
School, even if you're like, you do really well, it doesn't mean that like if everyone does really well, it doesn't, I mean, I guess unless it's on a curve or whatever, and that changes everything. But like everyone can do really well, and everyone does really well. It's like, in cycling, like everyone can do really well and still somebody loses and somebody wins.
Yes,
you know, it's not like you all get to do well.
Yes, and that's why you can't measure success or failure on a result, because just because so-and-so won doesn't mean the girl who got second place didn't, just because so-and-so won doesn't make her more successful than second place. She just...
Right, like if it was actually a test, you all got A's.
Right.
Right. Did I just talk over you?
No, that's what I was trying to say in fewer words. But a really, really exciting thing did happen that I actually did think about ahead of my race. And like, I realized how important it is, especially for women. Sorry, I'm just going to like be a little bit cheesy about the women's stuff. Cause like,
let's hear it. Cheese it up.
Let me just give it to you.
Just give it to me straight.
But it's really important for us to like have visibility and see other races and other professional women do these races, because you like see these like really inspirational things happen. And like, it's cool when it happens to men as well, but like there's something really different if you're like a female athlete watching another female athlete like achieve something like really unexpected and cool. And this weekend was Road World Championships. And
Jesus Christ, how many
I know.
There?
End of the season. Well, there's just lots of different categories. So this is Road.
Oh my God.
Road
and
race.
We're excited about apparently all of them.
We are.
Great.
This is a cycling podcast.
It's,
sports.
Okay.
Sort of. But anyway, Road Worlds was for the first time ever in Africa. So it was held in Rwanda, which there's a lot of things great and not as great about
Pros
that.
and cons,
as there is with anything. Super cool for Team Amani, because like a lot of the Zav, one of the women I raced with at Migration Gravel, she got to be there wearing her like country's colors in the in the time trial and the road race. Anyway, It was this really gnarly course. They did like several laps of the same, like, I don't know, there was like a cobble section and it was at altitude. There was a lot of climbing. It was really hot. Like, it was really a hard, like, I think the men's race was like 7 hours. Did I see that correct?
I think that's close.
Yeah, that's
for
long.
a road race.
Yeah, like that's a long. Anyway, it was really hard. And in any of these like world championships, you pretty much have like the top, like the same 5 people are the only ones who are talked about the whole season. Like maybe there's like an extra, racer or two that's had a couple good results. And usually world championships goes to one of those like predicted favorites. Well, this year, the women's race went to this girl who literally had one other UCI win under her belt.
Cool.
Ever.
Ooh, love to see it.
So cool. And she's Canadian. And we got to meet her and hang out a little bit earlier this year at the Vuelta when we went and watched the stage of the Vuelta España.
What?
I said that's
so white.
So white.
Is that also how people know that you're an American? Is that you just said España?
I don't know how they know I'm an
It
American.
stopped you in your tracks.
I know. I heard it come out of my mouth. I almost want to request that Lily cut that out.
Leave it, Lily. Leave it.
It's just hard for me to say because I feel like
España?
it's like, you know, the people in Albuquerque growing up who would pronounce like Paseo del Norte instead of saying Paseo.
Totally. I mean, like Jordy, my best friend growing up, I mean, her mom is, her grandma was from Mexico. And so like, she'd be like, hey, Ann, would you like a tortilla?
And Hannah would grew the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I don't know. My maps aren't working. I'm just going to take Paseo del Norte. But now she's extremely fluent in Spanish and has been
Extremely.
Extremely
Beyond fluent. She's extremely fluent. She's fluent.
The most fluent you could ever be. But yeah. Anyway.
What's her name? The girl who won.
I just forgot it.
Ask your fact checkers. Do
No,
they know?
Magdalena. What's her last name? I'm just going to butcher it. She's French Canadian.
Oh, okay.
She races for EF. And she is my old teammate and friend, Ruby, her really good friend from Canada.
Cool. Love
Canadian
that.
first world championship jersey for Canada.
That's awesome.
Our friendly neighbors of the north. But everyone that I've texted Magali, I texted Ruby, you know, my Canadian friends, and I was like, oh my God. I mean, I was tearing. It was so exciting, really unexpected. She's 24, and the thing that everyone had to say was she's just such a cool person. Like, she's so lovely, so humble. Can you hear my stomach growling?
Was that? I thought that was traffic.
No, it was my stomach.
I thought like a delivery truck just like
coffee. Got it. I eat one salad. But yeah,
the fiber is fibering.
My fiber is fibering. She's just so deserving, and I guess she was the type of person that just comes like really prepared, like all the notes, like is just so humble, always a great team. Road is really weird because like your team director just basically assigns you a role, and so like you're either the helper bee or the queen bee, and that's pretty much like your two choices. Wow. And it's not even your choice. That's the craziest thing. So anyway, but then like worlds are kind of weird because like no one's racing for their normal teams. They're all racing for their countries. And so you have like girls that are normally like competitors with each other are on the same team. Which is
the
crazy.
dynamics there. That just seems
super
like
crazy. I know. I could only
That just
imagine.
seems like Mean Girls. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
And Mean Boys.
I wonder how it is. Do you think that
I wonder.
It's like we're girls and we're all just, or is it icky? I don't know why. I just have this idea that like in my head that Road's
pretty
like
savage.
Snippier.
It is
seems
snippier.
It seems a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really speak to it, but the women who have come from Road to Gravel who have told me some horrific stories of their experiences, I was like, wow, that sounds like you're going to have to unpack that for many, many moons.
Gosh, sounds like you made a good decision in not doing. I don't know if that was a decision you made, but it seems like maybe not the discipline for you.
It was pretty clear when I was going. I mean, I really liked the racing though. Like the racing itself is really cool. And I actually really love the team sport side of it because it was like very similar. I bet it's pretty similar to soccer teams. And those were challenging back in the day.
Yeah, there are a lot of dynamics.
That's a lot of personalidad.
There you go. There you go. She's coming back. All right.
Redeeming myself. I actually don't. It sounded like I said Feliz Navidad. I don't actually know if that was right. There's been a couple of things. Oh, I should have written down all the funny Spanish things that we have tried to say and just failed.
At least you're trying.
Yeah.
People are just like
today we sat down for lunch and the guy just immediately handed us the English menus. We said 4 things. I said, 3 personas. He's like,
I do think that Dylan looks like there's no way he speaks Spanish.
Right? Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he definitely looked like he was looking for the surf break somewhere.
When do you guys get back? Like, how much longer are you there?
We're there for another 8 days. Yeah.
Another 8 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'll do some training. I probably should ride.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what that looks like.
But then the season's kind of like, it's kind of starting to wrap up. Yes.
That was my question. We were talking about like being at the end of the season and feeling like you need to like get the result and do the thing. And if like there's a lot of pressure on that, do you now feel like because you did well in this last race that you feel pretty good about your season?
I've just gotten a lot of thirds. No, I do feel, honestly,
okay.
It's fine. I love a turd place.
Turd place.
Yes, it does feel nice to check a little bit of the like results box, but yeah, it does. Also,
You still have one more race.
I still have another race. Yep, I signed up for Big Sugar. Yeah, and then the Grand Prix hits 2 more. They got Little Sugar and Big Sugar. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of all like how you think about it though, because like you kind of realize that like people aren't really paying attention to any of it, so it doesn't really matter.
I feel
It's
like
just,
people
what
pay
you wanna
attention to
do.
like, how nice of a human being you are, but maybe not. I don't know
But
if
also
that's actually
sometimes
true.
I think about like it's a lot of work and time that I've spent training, and like racing is an opportunity to like get to showcase all of your hard work. And I think
Totally.
that's kind of a nice way to look at it. And like something that I was talking to Dennis about, my coach, before, because I was telling him, I was like, I'm really nervous. And he was like, oh, well, why? And I was like, I don't know. I just really want to get a good result here. And like, I traveled all this way, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, a result is just like the ticket you get at the end of the day.
Of the
like,
ride.
Yeah. And he was like, it really is just like you get to go and like do your personal best. He was like, I could tell you like your numbers and your training, like you're good to go. But like, that's not, he was like, the racing is all just mental. He was like,
Yeah.
because
And luck. It seems like it's all just so much luck.
with cycling, yes. Like there was also,
with all sports, isn't it just all sports? Like there's a big
I was
part of it.
thinking
It's
a
just
lot
like
about trail.
luck.
Oh, I would love to hear from some trail runner listeners. But like we were on the flight. There was a girl in. I can clock a U.S. kit anywhere. So she was wearing like a U.S. like running, like Nike.
Can you
zip-up
clock it
thing.
because it's a flag? It's an American flag.
Well, yeah. I'm really
I can clock
astute.
it because it says USA. America.
It pretty
Clock
much
it.
did. She had like a matching like zippy Nike blue thing and like matching blue Nike shorts, and she looked
And
like
then a
runner.
red backpack and then white
Yeah,
shoes.
she just looked
and-
like a runner, and I was like, oh, I wonder if there's like running championships of some sort, and there were. So this, I feel like you trying to figure out like all these cycling championships. There's the equivalent number of them with trail running. So I'm not even going to go into track running, but like trail running, I guess there was like uphill worlds that this woman, Anna Gibson, who I raced against at Crusher and the Tusher, she got 3rd, which is cool.
She's a runner and a writer.
She's a runner and a writer. We love
Whoa.
that. Crossover athlete. She's also a Protect Our Winters athlete. But
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
so that was all, I think, also in Spain. But then she won uphill. Did I say that? Uphill trail.
You did say that.
Oh, okay.
I saw a clip of who knows what race it was or who these people, but it was women on doing like a trail race, and this one woman ate shit so
Fell
hard
on her
Oh, did you see
knees.
that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no! It seemed like she bonked her kepi. Like
Oh,
it just
no.
looked so bad. And the other women stopped to make sure she was okay, which was like.
But then they were like, okay,
But like
she's
that
good.
was
and
like
then,
the whole point of the clip is like, oh, I'm so glad people stopped. I'm like, what do you mean you aren't stopping when like you watch somebody just eat so much shit and you're not checking to make sure that they're okay?
Oof.
That's where I'm like, sports don't make sense to me. I'm out. Like that is so crazy.
I
to
think it's
me.
because, yeah, if you think about it rationally, you're like, oh my God, yeah. Like watching that on a screen, you're like, how do these people not stop? But then you're like, I don't know what rate, like maybe that was a world championship and they had, not that it's about money, but like what if they had 50 grand on the line and they're like, okay, she fell. There's
I guess it also depends,
there.
like if there are medics and like what kind of support there is and like to make sure that the person is okay.
Does this make me look like a Boy Scout?
No, it makes you look like a matador.
A contador.
I already told you. I was like, oh my God, you look like a contador. And a little bit like a Boy Scout. I often look like a Boy Scout, though. It's kind of my shtick.
The Panormal group, like there's all these teams forming in gravel now, and Panormal is this like, I almost said fashion brand, cycling kit company, like similar to Rafa.
Yeah, the brown ones. We talked about
the brown
it last
ones.
week.
Yes, yep. But they have like their podium outfits. They have like a brown shirt with all their like sponsors, and then.
So no, I had something on my. I just saw I had something weird on my mouth. Sorry. Okay.
So they, our goatee.
our shared one.
They have like brown shirts with all their sponsors, and then I think they get a choice of like either light brown shorts, or no, sorry, light brown shirt. They can either choose dark brown shorts, dark brown pants, and if they choose the dark brown shorts, in my opinion, male or female,
UPS.
Yeah.
Well, you told me I look like a UPS driver the other day too. Anything brown, and I'm like, I love brown.
Yeah, it just looks like UPS to me, or a Boy Scout. Well, I think they actually read Cub Scouts to me, but
cute,
super cute. I mean,
super cute.
Listen, none of us look cute.
It's not a fashion show up there.
No,
if
it really
I've learned
isn't.
anything from looking at you guys up there, I'm like, oh boy, we're all really sporty.
It's sporty spice, lots of sporty
it's
spice.
Real
up
sporty.
there. But anyway, there was lots of trail running worlds at, I don't know, here in Spain. Okay. I don't even remember where I was going with that.
You were asking people if they knew what that was.
Oh, I would love to know. Oh, I know. We were.
Okay, here we go. She's back.
So we had like the great gear shuffle. So we fit 3 bikes, 2 gravel bikes, Dylan's huge mountain bike, a double extra large enduro bike, 3 bike bags, which are huge, and then all of our luggage on top. That's like 7, like 2 huge rolly Osprey bags.
Lot of bags.
Lots of bags.
Bags on bags.
And 3 people in this van. Because like Griffin drove Alex's van back to we just had like, we spent like an hour this afternoon trying to like Tetris all, like there's not an inch of the car that isn't taken up by, and there's enough seats, but we had like to, Jenga the seats around, which honestly, shout out to the VW Eurovan that we have, because you could.
Shout out.
I know. I just can't not.
To a van.
Sponsor us.
Oh my God. It's your only shout out of the day and you did it to a van.
Only vans.
Honestly, vans are the best. Minivans, incredible. Love a minivan.
Yeah.
Love that minivan.
I mean, it does kind of suck to drive a huge vehicle around Europe because most things are not suited. Although it's getting more more suited for large vehicles here. But some of the streets you're like, ooh, are we going to fit down this narrow ass, apparently 2-way street that is certainly only big enough for like 2 bicycles abreast? But anyway, we jam-packed all of our things, and I was like, God, this is the only time that like trail running, like, can you imagine like Griffin and I were talking about this.
How little gear you have to bring.
Yeah, because like, oh my God, for my race alone, we bring my bike and then essentially enough to build up a new bicycle minus another frame. But we also almost brought a second frame.
Well, and like nothing is less packable than a helmet. Like, what do you...
And I bring 2 helmets.
2 helmets?
Yeah, because like sometimes like the plastic inner part can get like broken easily in travel. But I always carry 1 on and put 1 in the bike bag. And then I bring 2 pairs of shoes. I bring all my race nutrition. And then you have to bring options too. So like, I throw the Osprey pack in there just in case. And then all the water bottles for the feed zones. Yeah, it's nuts. And then runners over here, a pack and some shoes and a singlet, and they're good to go. They could probably just carry everything on. So anyway, if you're a runner, but they have their the quiver.
I mean, Jeff, when he travels, he has to travel with a ton of gear too. But like, I mean, the trips he's doing are in, like, he's doing these expeditions, but like pack rafts, which, you know, those are packable, but they're still, but you still have helmet, PFD, paddle, and then like on a lot of his trips, he also is skiing. He does these like ski raftineering trips, and so he also he also travels with a lot of gear. He's got some really insane. He's got this one duffel bag that he made that is, I don't know, like 6 feet long. It looks, but it's all out of like boat material, like pack raft material. It looks
plastic.
It just looks like a clown case. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
Sounds
a lot
fun.
of gear. It's gear.
Too much gear.
Intensive, but then it's so fun to ride a bicycle. It's just so fun. Like we got to. It is.
Good. I love that for you.
Like we were staying in this really cool place, and I had just like an easy hour. I wish I could have enjoyed it a little bit more, but I was like so nervous.
You're gonna have so much fun this next week.
I know.
Ugh.
I know. I'm really.
Do you get to be vacation, Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
Vacation, Sarah.
Sort of. I
like,
still have to kind of train, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes you more fun on vacations, honestly. Not vacation or not training vacation, Sarah.
Okay, wait.
Actually not that fun.
That's not true. I did fine in Baja.
You did. Yeah. But usually, like, it is always nice when you bring a bike, because then you can just entertain yourself. While Mom and I just hang out. And then by the time you come back, you're ready to hang out.
Yeah, exactly. I did go kind of crazy on one of the days of our honeymoon when we were stuck in the cyclone and there was nothing to do. I just like went out and shuffled in a rainstorm. And that's when I met Royer.
Good job.
And then we started calling all of the wildlife Royer. After our friend. Anyway, okay.
I think we've hit our limit.
Circling around, did I miss anything? Anything of note happen that you can think of on our trip that I missed?
You were going on a ride, and it was really pretty, or
Yeah.
something. You started that story.
Oh. Roscoe's keeping me on the story. There was no end of that.
Honestly,
story.
Roscoe is pretty boring. There's no point.
Yeah, said,
just let it
pretty boring.
Let it just taper. Let it end.
We've tapered. We're done.
We're done. I'm done. I don't know. You seem like you still have things to say, but I'm pretty done listening.
I just have so much to talk to you about, but I don't think it's that. God.
Well, we can hang this up and then I can hear the real story.
No, I think the only thing left is to thank I almost said our beautiful sponsor.
They're so beautiful.
They're so beautiful, Garmin. But thank you so much. I've honestly been looking forward to doing this podcast all week. So thank you for
had people reaching out to me, and one person reached out recently and was like, hey, is this the thing that the Garmin thing that your sister was talking about? It wasn't. They were asking about a mini inReach, but I was like, no, but I actually know about inReaches, and that's the one you should get. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a head unit. She was asking about but I was like, that's not what you want anyway, because she was using it for like what she would need an inReach for. So anyway, I was like, was this the one you were talking about in the podcast? So
no, but those are great.
They're the best.
They're the best. Yeah.
A necessity.
Yeah, you've probably used your inReach far more than I've used mine.
Well, yeah, Jeff and I have a whole thing to say about like how when we first started dating, he was on tons of trips that year. I mean,
just kidding, we're not ending.
Just kidding, we're not ending. Well, this is a little bit about Garmin, and I feel like there's something so special about like getting 160 characters to like say what's going on, and I feel like I want to like print out all of our like inReach messages back and forth, because it was right when we started dating, and just like the development, and like I feel like there's something poetic about like an inReach message back and forth like that. I feel like we fell in love over inReach.
Oh my God, Hannah, good ad read.
Oh, thanks.
Really chugging at the heartstrings.
I mean, truly, I think about it a lot. Like, I go back and like read them sometimes because they're really sweet. And
honestly,
there's something.
If we could just shorten everything to 160 characters,
that's how we should be texting.
Yes,
yeah. 160, because you have to be thoughtful about it. You have to, and then well, it kind of messes with punctuation, but you do have to be thoughtful about like how, like what you include and how you do it. And
Totally.
yeah. So thanks, Carmen, for me in my life, because it actually has been played a role
And you get to know that your partner's still alive.
And also it's
that.
it's knowing that he's alive and can click a button if he needs to be rescued. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening. Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye.
Adios.
I'll see you next. Oh, adios.
Adios. How do you say bye in French? Au revoir.
Oh.
I don't know if
Okay,
that's
bye.
Catalan, but okay, bye.
Bye.